Hey, good morning everybody. I hope you could see me because it's really sunny this morning. Just driving along here, wanted to make a video about different ways to lead generate in real estate. A lot of people starting in the business don't really know what to do in order to generate business. I always say to everybody, you need to have multiple pots boiling, but really focus on the things that you excel at. My mind in my life in real estate always goes to the internet. I mean, that's where everybody hangs out. If you look anywhere in the world, there's always someone on their phone. They're always looking at something on their phone. So they're either searching something on Google, or they're on Facebook, or they're watching a video on something like YouTube. So creating content, I think, is key in this world of real estate. But if that's not your thing, there's several other ways to generate leads. I think the most important thing is you want to be relevant in real estate to the people that are looking to buy or sell a home. So social media is the number one place to make yourself relevant, even if you're not creating, real tangible content for the real estate industry, such as information about towns or subdivisions or things to do or places, and we'll get into that as one of the ways to generate leads. But even if you just document what you're doing and where you are as a realtor, things to do around town, and hey, I'm at this restaurant, it's a great restaurant, you should check it out, makes people watch you and see what you're always up to. And then when you put your real estate hat on, they're like, oh, that's right, Sally's a real estate agent also. She always posts about really cool places and things to do around town. So I think, you don't necessarily have to always create content about real estate itself, but just things to do and places to go around town is a great way to become relevant in the real estate world, because you could just kind of live your life, do fun things, write things off while doing it because you're doing it for real estate. And then when you do post something about real estate, it really just identifies you as a realtor, and you already have your audience because your audience is always watching what you're doing in other ways. So that's social media. I would always, regardless of what you do and how you do it, I would always document your life and what you're doing from time to time, so that people will follow you and see your content, whether it's real estate related or not. In addition to that, obviously you can write and take pictures or video of particular neighborhoods or things of a town or a city, and post that type of content, and that's very interesting to people as well. Open houses, everybody should do open houses. Open houses are probably the fastest way to get warm leads. These are people that are in the market. They're looking usually to buy a home. Some people might just be interested in doing some interior design, and they're looking for ideas, or they're just killing time. But it's a way to create relationships. You're getting in front of people that you can not attack them like a used car salesman, but just get to know them, see what they're doing, why they're out and about that day, try and help them with whatever they're looking for, and create a relationship and try to give them something of value. Once you find out what they're looking for, you can say, hey, I've got some great ideas. Do you mind if I send you 4 or 5 different ideas I have going on in my head about what you're talking about? And they'd be like, oh yeah, that'd be great. And be like, great, what's your email? That's a way to get their email. Give you their phone number and their email, because you're giving them back something of value. If you're just flat out asking for their information, they're not going to do that. So open houses are a great way to get in front of people, get their information, and give them something of value so that you can build that relationship over time. Even if they're not looking right there and then, if you're going out of your way for them and helping them with some kind of information, when that time comes for them to buy or sell a home, as long as you're staying in touch with them, and by the way, you can friend them on Facebook after giving them something of value, because you have license to make that connection now, you will possibly be that person that they call for a real estate need. So open houses are huge. Also, some other people are very social and they like to be involved in different groups. So you can join a group. It doesn't have to be real estate related. Philanthropy is a great way to give back and meet lots of people and make lots of connections and feel good about doing it. So we're involved in a lot of different types of giving groups. So I would definitely look into that if that's your thing. What else do we have? Some people door knock. They walk neighborhoods and they'll knock on doors, and make sure you give them something of value. Again, if you're going to bother someone and try and get them to come to their door, you better give them something of value. So one, you better be pretty talkative and nice, but you have to give them something of value. To say, I'm walking a neighborhood and I'm a local realtor, I just wanted to get to know people. Here's some information about your neighborhood and the market in your neighborhood. How many homes have sold, the average price per square foot, how many are currently on the market, what they're priced at, and so forth. Give them something of value. And if you're going to do something like that, you need to be consistent. So if you're going to walk and knock on doors, you better do that once a quarter, and then everywhere in between, maybe twice a month or once a month, you better send them something, and that can get pretty expensive. So if you're going to send them something in the mail, that can get pretty expensive. So think of the big picture. If you're just going to walk a neighborhood one time and expect results, it is not going to happen. It is probably going to take somewhere about between a year and a half to get results if you're going to farm a neighborhood, whether that's walking a neighborhood or handing out flyers or doing mailers. It's very time consuming, it's very expensive, and those people, with the world being so small, usually know 1, 2, or 3 realtors through social media or a group or a friend. So that's kind of a hard nut to crack, but if you're consistent and you show enough value, they might know 3 realtors, but they don't have confidence in those realtors because they never see anything that those realtors are doing. But if you're giving them lots of value and they're seeing you possibly on social media doing lots of real estate related things, you might just get that listing or that buy over that other person that they know. So that's important to, going back to using social media as a vehicle to document and show how busy you are. And it doesn't necessarily mean how many homes you're working with, as far as working with buyers and listings. Even if you don't have a lot of business right now, is you can say, hey, I'm at this neighborhood and previewing it for clients, and going to an open house today to preview for my clients, meeting with a builder today. Anything like that is real estate related. Filming some footage today for a new video we're doing on this particular town or this particular area. That is real estate related. So document. There are so many different ways to create value for yourself and your business and generate leads. But the bottom line is, I think, two things. You need to create content in the marketplace, which is social media. I would say that's key, and just be relevant in that world. And obviously the biggest platform is Facebook. If you want to take it a step further, LinkedIn is another good one. That's a whole different group of people that are business minded, and they expect business content on that platform. So it's okay to constantly post business in LinkedIn. If you really want to take it to another level, start a YouTube channel and put some content on there, and then distribute it on different channels like Facebook or LinkedIn. So exposure and documentation is the one thing, and then the second thing is you need to be consistent. If you're going to pick one of these things, you better be consistent, or else it'll never work. So many people will say, well, I tried that and it doesn't work. And you ask them how long they tried it, and they're like, I tried it for 6 months, which they think is a long time. And it takes time and repetition for someone to constantly see you, and you have to consistently give value for that to make an impact on their life. They're exposed to so many different things on a daily basis in this day and age that you need to stand out and be consistent and show up on different platforms and have different content, whether it be documentation or things of value or places around town. So consistency is a massive part of it. So if you're consistent and you're documenting and you're putting out content on these different platforms, I think it will pay off. It definitely will. I've proven it. That's how I started my business, and now with the team that we have a large team, and that's how we get a lot of our business. Even if it's repeat business and referral business, we're staying in front of them with that content that we're consistently putting out, and it shows that we're relevant in the real estate marketplace and that we're a leader in that marketplace. So when those people that we've dealt with in the past are ready to buy or sell or refer to another person that they know, we are the people that they think about because we're constantly putting out that content. So I hope this is helpful, and stay tuned for the next one, and I'll try and give you some other good content that will be helpful in your business. Have a good day.